I think there may be interlopers on the allotment. Hello, Mrs. Farmer.
I'm in the sunlight.
She's in the sunlight. She's come out of the cave. Bright light, bright light. Look at that there, another one. Another spud.
Yeah, so.
So this was the potato bed from last year, and we thought we'd given it a really good forking through when we took the potatoes out, but obviously there's some wayward ones that have escaped. A lot of red potatoes. Then were the red Duke of York potatoes from last year. I bet there's a big one down there.
Like the potatoes.
Oh, there's a white one. Oh, they're right, and a red one.
Crossbred.
Ebony and ivory. We'll probably eat them.
Yeah. I'm keeping the big ones.
The gang's all down, aren't you? Hello. What are you watching? He's having a break from his weeding activities, and so's this one in here. What are you watching, little farmer? You playing a game?
Playing a game.
Right. Yes, we've all come down today. It's a lovely day, absolutely beautiful today. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's about 25 degrees. It's like a nice summer's day. And as you can see, if you can see him, the little cabbage white's knocking about. So I think we're going to get a net for this bed. The lady farmer's just digging around there and rooting out the weeds and stuff. So we're prepping it really for getting the brassicas in. We're going to do a net, so I'm going to stitch a net together as well. Stitch the nets, Lindsay and Carol. Stitch them all together. Thank you, big potato. That's the song he sings, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be on with. The pea bed's in. We've got that one in as well now. That's for the beans, the climbing beans. And that's some Harris fencing that we picked up. Me and Mick picked it up and put it in there this morning. So there's the metal poles, the straight poles from off the trampolines, the sides of the trampolines have been hammered into the ground there, about 3 feet down and 3 feet above. And then we basically just slotted that Harris fencing over the top of it. And that will make, I think, an excellent bean climber, a bean trellis. Obviously, once the leeks are out. The beans have only just been started off anyway, so they're going to be a while yet before they're ready for planting out, probably about 2 or 3 weeks, by which time they'll be ready for harvesting. They're not far off now, actually, then. Look at our garlic and onions in here. In fact, I think it's all garlic in here. I think that's pink Germador, and that's the white Casablanca. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't mark them up, did I, when I put them in? So that was a silly manoeuvre, but it's definitely an allium of some description. Right, so I'll just pause it while I do some work. What are you watching? Boobler? I thought he was called Geiger. Boobler. It's funny, isn't he? Well, you're doing a good job there, mate. Fill it up to the top. James, you're just filling up our auto waters, aren't you? That's enough, that, mate. We want it next one. So as he moves around there, he's just filling up the pop bottles. And it's been working, this, because no bees have fallen in and drowned. Have they not? They're doing all right, the bees in there. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. Just topping that bed off there. So it's been weeded. We left the stalks in from last year's bean crop. Just left them all in the ground along with the roots.
Stomping.
You've got to stomp it down.
Stomp it down.
Like a Hulk.
Right, there you.
I know, he is a bit, isn't he? He was laughing before.
Something else.
Got something else. So yeah, so we left the roots and the stalks in because the nodes that grow on the roots are full of nitrogen. It takes nitrogen. It takes nitrogen from the atmosphere, fixes it into the soil. So we're just top dressing it now, while the lady farmer is there, just top dressing it and weeding. Yeah, the royal way. and then she'll be. Well, we're not going to be putting any peas in as yet, but we are going to put peas in once the peas come through. So we're going to start off the peas now in a gutter. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to wash that out first. It's about a 5 foot length of guttering. Block the ends off. We're going to wash it out first, and then we're going to drill drainage holes in it, or rather the little farmer is. That'll be a little task for him to do.
Yeah.
Get that bugger with the water.
Yeah, can I go into the car and get the water, please? Come here, Dad.
In a minute.
Mum. Come get that.
So just watering up now. So you got the peas in there. Got a load of peas in there. We're going to do the peas in the gutter as well, obviously. The little farmer's filling up his water bucket, aren't you? What are you going to be cleaning? He's already started cleaning it up at top there, haven't you? So he's got to clean. It's spinning it around, isn't it? That should be enough, I think. Now you can turn it off. That. And then so we're going to be washing the gutter out. So as he brings his bucket round, here he is like a little old man. And you can wash. You can keep cleaning your sponge inside there, can't you, mate? So yeah, he's going to give it a good scrubbing. Are you planting that diplodocus?
Go well, because it's all squished.
I bet you get 100 diplodocuses off that, don't you? He's just going planting that up there, the mini digger. Well, the little farmer's giving that a good clean. And once that's cleaned out, we'll disinfect it as well. We'll get rid of any pathogens that are knocking around on it, because that was inside the black shed that's up there where we had the rat problem. So we'll make sure that's all properly disinfected, and we'll disinfect our little farmer as well after, mate, won't we? You're getting stuck into that, aren't you?
I think we might need some new water.
Yeah, no, just tip it out, tip what you've got there out onto the bed, and then put some fresh water and you'll be alright then. So while he's doing that, we'll move on to other items. Draw Dad on it.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it Brad and Dad's? Why don't you go in your cage? Oh, that's it. You like your cage, don't you? Yay! It's a good little brassica cage, that. We've got a naughty cabbage white butterfly then. It nearly went into Bradley's cage, and we can't have that, can we? We're putting out all kinds of spuds from the spud bed. That's just 2 of them. Loads. They're overwintered in there. Bit of child labour going on behind. We just give these a wash in clean water, haven't we?
Dad.
Those are the potatoes from last year. And there's nothing wrong with them, is there? They're clean.
Very good.
They're really good and clean as a whistle.
They're better than Superman.
Get me.
They certainly are. They taste much better than spuds bought in the shops. Ah, 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 ah. Lady's farmer's just filling up all the watering cans there. And there's another one there, look. So we'll empty all the watering cans out of there. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping so much, it's ridiculous. And as we're doing that, obviously, the leaky hose is filling up the things down there, the trousers down there, and over there. So the little farmer's just marking up now where he's going to be putting his holes. A bit further apart, mate, a bit more, better spaced. Anyway, he's going to be putting holes in there. We're going to be putting kitchen towels in there as well, so it doesn't drain too much out. I'm starting to drill the holes, so as he's putting the holes in, I'll be doing the drillings. Do you want to hold it, mate? Finish off your marks. Right, okay.
I do the drill?
You can do, of course you can.
Also,
Where's the lid? Here's the lid. Just put the lid on it and put it back in the tiki hut. Yeah, fair. That's what I've done. I've not started it from scratch. Right, he's going to be doing his drilling now. There you go. So I'll leave you to do that. You're doing a good job there, mate. So all the drainage holes are in there now, and they're just tucking in some
You can't even see
kitchen roll. 3 layers of kitchen roll. So it will drain out, but it'll be retained to a certain degree with the kitchen roll, as you can see there that they're doing. And that'll be wetted, and then we'll fill it up with compost. Won't we, guys?
Can't see the holes.
Can't see the holes. Let's wet it then first.
oh, right.
With a watering can.
I know where it's definitely that.
So if James holds back the sides, like that, keeps them open, while Mummy wets it.
And then put compost on.
The holes appear again, don't they?
Yeah.
Pour it over his head. So give it a good dampening down.
Bit of dirt.
And then as you can see, the tissues stick to the sides.
Turn it upside.
And then what we do is, what do we do next, do you think? That's enough, that, James. There's enough in there. Yeah, composting next. So we'll fill it up, guys. Get it filled.
Shovels.
Lady Farmer's filming. Lady Farmer. Don't drop that. So all we're doing now the compost is in, it's about 1 inch away from the top. So people plant them in sort of like 5 spots on a dice and stuff like that, but you don't really need to. Peas are peas. Get a few in. The more the merrier. Not necessarily, you want to be reasonably spaced. But they are quite closely planted.
Mini digger's good at peas.
Mini digger likes peas, doesn't he? Likes working with a pea. You don't like peas anymore? You should have told your belly last night, you had quite a few. You're accompanied by music.
I'll turn it down.
You're alright. So, what do we think, Mrs. Farmer?
Yep.
Enough in there. All we do now then is top dress that with more compost, and then give them a really good watering in.
Now we're adding.
Right, hit the we'll give them a good drink then. Make it soaky, because they need to germinate and they need a lot of moisture to get that done, to that germination done. So you get it nice and wet like that. Might need a bit more. You got any more in? She was going to douse me then. Give me a dousing, weren't you?
No.
Yeah. So I've got a plan. I've got a cunning plan if it works. I'm going to see if we can hang them up in the greenhouse.
Oh! Well, that would have been easy to do before you did that.
No. And so you just hang it up there. Hang it off the side bars. In here. Hopefully they'll germinate pretty quickly. 7 to 10 days. I'm hanging it up there rather than putting it onto the benches because 1, I'm running out of bench space, to be honest, and then 2, it's to prevent the mice basically prevent the mice from getting to, because the mice are going to struggle and have a hell of a time climbing up these smooth galvanised steel tubes to get onto here and crawl across here, drop down into there, and then what do? You know what I mean? They can't get out or whatever, can they? It's keeping them off the floor, keeping them off the surfaces so that the mice, as I say, a prevented access to eat all our peas. Essayon's family garden. Red velvet okra coming through. The Chinese greens coming through there. The red's not coming through as yet, but I suspect that it's on its way because I think there's, oh yeah, there's disturbance there. So the Chinese noodle beans are coming through. Chinese Paul green. Lima bean. Oh, Christmas pole, sorry. Lima beans, they're starting to come through. It's all coming through nicely, Rob. Look at those bursting the britches there. It's all coming through lovely. Simply lovely. I think as well, we've got some action down here. Oh, that's Kelly's Cobra. Kelly's Cobra bean. That one's come through for sure. Those two. There's some more Cobra. They don't seem to come through just as yet, but there's still time for them. They're probably buried down a little bit more. Alan's Sweet Hilda's mix. They're starting to burst the britches as well. Oh, great. It's all coming through. Nice. I've got to get some more planting done this weekend. I'll do that tomorrow. The family is still down at the moment. It's been absolutely fantastic having them down here today. It's the first time they've all been on this year. There's the carrots there. They're coming through nicely. Shallots. So yeah, but we've still got, as I say, quite a lot of stuff to get out, and this is not all of it. Tomorrow I'm going to split down the sweet corn because that's well due. They're splitting down. There's 2 per station on most of these there, and there's the tomatoes, Alicante, Roma. I forget what these ones were. What were these ones? Moneymaker, Alicante, Roma, and Moneymaker. There's a few of them that'll need potting on again into that sort of that size pot. 3.5-inch pots. Oops, you're falling over your feet.
You okay?
What were you saying about eggs?
Mum,
What?
I hid in the egg in the water.
Because your laces are undone
I
again.
feel like I haven't got a belly anymore.
Yeah.
Oops!
Lady Farmer. Did you see what she did then? She's naughty.
Mum,
I look like I've wet myself. I'm not going to show that. I look like I've weed myself
Oh, I
now.
didn't get you.
I
I meant to get you belly.
How could you miss that belly? It's actually going, the belly. It's good. There's a little mini digger. And behind me is Eden. This is Eden. This is where we are. The Eden plots. This side's Helen's side, the Lady Farmer's side. And this side with the tiki hut and the tiki tunnel is my side. So at this distance with the selfie stick, we're actually keeping our social distances, aren't we, me and you? So we've been watering up everywhere as well now. Been down for a few hours, haven't we, this afternoon? I've done my grapes, thinned my grapes out. Probably needs a little bit more work, but you can see there that the grapes are coming on. Those are the little bunches. So I'll clip those off, 2 leaves above there, clip those off so they don't continue on, and then that'll feed the grapes and let the grapes have a fighting chance. Look at that physique. Woo! So yeah, been a good day. Where is he? Where are you? Come here, little one. Show us your set. Show us your set. There they are. See, you're hiding now, there you are. That's the mini digger. The little farmer's buzzing around somewhere. He enjoyed doing that pea gutter. We've got the blossom on everything. That's the damson tree. The blossom's already come off the plum tree. I'm getting wetted. Oh.
Wow, wee water.
Yeah. We've still got some spud buckets to top off as well, because they're all bursting through really well now at the minute. It's all coming together. So yeah, we've got a lovely day.
Shall we go in there?
You want to go in the greenhouse? You be careful. So yeah, I've been Guru Murphindas. These are the Murphindas.
Hi, Mom.
That's the lady farmer. There she is. Hey, just dropped something on her head. And so yeah, Saturday night tonight. Don't get too drunk. I'm doing a virtual pub tonight, aren't I? With my virtual chums.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing? Having an early night? Watching?
I'm probably watching Peppa Pig or Bradley anymore.
Saturday night takeaway or something.
Mom, I get in there.
So yeah, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. This is Guru Murphindas. Have a wonderful evening, whatever you do. And I'll catch you tomorrow down on the plots. Probably about 10 o'clock tomorrow. Because the virtual pub doesn't have a closing time. But it's probably going to be about 12 o'clock tonight. We're doing it from 9 till 12. And it's a couple of my actor friends from down London. And another old mucker called Dave from Hindley Green, near me. So yeah, Richard, Darryl and David and Tony will be having a virtual pint tonight.
You'll be up putting that on your channel.
What?
Anything like last time, it's not going to be good.
Oh, I'm not going to put the actual virtual pub on.
No.
You wouldn't want to listen to that, I'll tell you that for nothing. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you later on, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get out this weekend and enjoy yourselves with your families. See you later.
Sun's gone in.